Oh, I love the design of this. Oh, wait, is that from when the gun, the tomboy pistol? Ah, I think that's it. Or maybe it was just a concept and didn't get this. It looks like the gun looks like a freaking fishing pole. I bring out my bro's fishing rod. You know, like the fishing rod is like is long, has a little circle where the string goes. That's just like it. It's a pistol fishing rod. We could have fished in this game, maybe. Who knows? Oh, it's all pastel too. Blue and purple. Oh, purple for the inside, blue for the outside, or just color change. I think it's for the like the depth. They use the blue for moving for because colors. I did my college art studies, so I know stuff. I also know stuff. Hey, tomboy, knew it. Um, in art, using colors, some colors like if you put okay, sorry. We're gonna take this example, blue and purple. If you put blue and purple next to each other, the colors by default have a depth to them. Like your eyes or brain see colors differently. So even if you have just like two colors right there, you in your head, purple is the depth is like more deep, and the blue is more in front by default. Like your brain see colors like that in general for the most human being, which is why you can sometimes see art piece like in museum and stuff, like in the art gallery, or it's just it's colors. That's it. There's nothing else. It's just a piece of color you got. But your eyes see like, oh, there's a perception, there's a deep, there's like shadow. No, there's nothing. It's just green, blue, yellow, and purple. Your brain is seeing perception, and that's this like colors is a science in art. It's amazing. It's really in deep perception, which is why you see black in the back and yellow, white is in the front. That's like the two extreme. That's the easiest way to explain. Shadow and dark is in your brain like the deepest part. It's like it's a depth, but bright is like in your face, which is why different color in the between of these extreme. In this example again, blue and purple have depth. It's a science of colors. Remember that. Oh, Artemis. Is that the Artemis? I forgot the name of this one. Helter Skelter. Oh, I love it when it opens. This arm will be really cool to make in jewelry. Like not the tip of it, but like the arm itself. Like before the end to like the elbow, like elbow to forehand. You know what I mean? Like not the three little thing on top, just the swirly thing, the swirl of it. Like if you take cables, put something in between them with a cone shape, and just twist the cable and then put them together on that, that could work pretty well. Maybe a tube in between. Yeah, that would work. Yeah. I'm sure so. Is it? If I want to do a jewel that can open like that, I will need some engineering master to help me on that one. Because jewelry can work in engineering. I say that, but like in small stuff, like you can make a jewel. Like I make a jewel. My last ring with S I made for my school was a ring that you can have three rings, or undo it to have one ring, three different rings, and or combine it to have different pair of rings. And I use a simple science of physics mechanics. It sounds complex, but it's just there's a little square, and you can twist the rings so it gets stuck. That's it. It was way more complex about that. It was the simplest way for it for anyone to make, and that's a really simple engineering process. So like you put something, you twist it, it's stuck together. It won't. If you pull, it keeps stuck. That's a simple process. It's like simple for me. But an engineer once showed me like, oh, I'm doing stuff in my work. He's learning how to do drawings, and he's doing doorknobs, like the door for the door to open and close. And I was like, could I have the plan of that? It'll be interesting. He was like, why would that be interesting? And I explained to her, like, oh, but I could make a jewel that could open and close thanks to that engineering. Because in school of jewelry, by the way, for your general culture of jewelry, welcome to the world of jewelry. I'm your host, Sorry Pusheen. Sup? In jewelry, there's a full module where full time of class that we have a span where we don't craft like rings, but we don't do any of that. We craft stuff to create a jewel. You know if that makes sense? Like contraptions, like a box to close itself, for your like your bracelet to close and open. We need to learn how to craft those, and these contraptions are like 10 millimeters wide and huge. They're super small, but you need to craft every single piece one by one, fuse them one by one, put them together, polish them without breaking the thing. It's super hard, but it's like some of them in the books that we check that I learned from, some of them can go really complex and hard. Some are they look complex but they're super simple. Like the T contraption, which is like super simple. You have a big circle, you have a T shape stick, and you just put the T in the ring, and there you go. You're stuck together. But when I made this bracelet with the T contraption, I gave it to someone like, all right, do it, open it, close it, and no one had the brain to like, how the fuck do you do it? The thing stuck together. It was like, bend it. There you go. The end. That's it. And the first one we learned, which is a really simple one, is just by force, by pressure of like two string, the two cable would hold together, so you could put like the ring in, but it won't get out. It's that if you don't put force into it, because there's a pressure for the door to stay closed. Like this feels doable, not doable, not impossible, but very unlikely. Don't ever think for me to do this. But these two, maybe. I have to look at more. Welcome to the stream where we're looking at a gallery of concept art. I love this. Like normally I would have ended the stream by now. I just didn't think to end it yet. I guess I'm doing this now. I'm just talking about the jewelry at the same time. What is this? Oh, the wire strap. This could easily be a bracelet. Like, super easily. A bracelet of this. The only hard part of this thing would be to have a contraption to close on the tip, like for keeping the tip sharp. And of course, make the sharp not be able to kill someone, you know. When you make jewelry, you don't want to make weapons. So you always make the tip a bit less sharp. And the ring themselves, to make the bracelet, finding a way to make them, but to keep them perfectly round like this. Because in this, of course, they're clipping in the concept art. That's how they're supposed to work. Even though they're all like fantasy based, it will be possible. Yeah, watch me. I'm the one jeweler that's making Devil May Cry weaponry, bracelet, and rings and everything. Like recently, I've been thinking, what about I make a shark jawbone for a ring? This one, Jabera, the freaking laser beam. Honestly, jewelry is not mechanic. I cannot make anything, but I can make jewelry. Can be pushed a lot. Jewelry has evolved for years and thousands of years, and still evolved today. And now, thanks to 3D printing, you can make a lot of different stuff. What I feel the future is for jewelry, in my brain and head, is a lot of things have been done already without the 3D printing, which is really hard, and there's people for doing that. But for me, if we use 3D printing, I feel like, yes, we can make like almost anything in terms of ring and jewelry and pendant and stuff. But for me, I think the future for what I want to do for jewelry, thanks to 3D printing and other stuff, is I want to be able to make piece of jewelry. And when you assemble all these pieces, they make something new and different. Like, this will be impossible to make in terms of engineering, jewelry engineering, because you need like a motor, you need electricity, and you cannot have that on your wrist. That will hurt too much. Freaking get sad when you just use your bracelet or something. But if you can like undo it and just recraft it around your arm, it's like you just piece out your Iron Man arm, for example. I'm thinking Iron Man because most people know Iron Man, right? Like, if imagine I made for you pellets, and they're for your arm, your right arm, your right wrist, for example, and you just put this pellet together and around on your arm strictly. And when you're done, well, you have a silver bracelet arm on your wrist that's pretty large, and it's lightweight because every piece is made by themselves. They're light, they're small, but there we go, they're on your arm. And they're like a gauntlet. For an idea, I like doing like mental image because this is not helping. But you know the little pellets on the top, like each one of these little pellets, and you can just put them together. There you go. You got your jewelry, and it costs as one jewelry. But if you want, one day you could come back and say, "I want one of these in gold." I'm like, "All right, just pay for the gold and you're good." Boom, you change it, but you still have the same thing, but you have one silver extra. Put it in the back. It's fine. You can just expand your item or more and over and over. Just pay for more and you get a better wrist. Like, I think that's amazing an idea. Oh, that's the burster arm. Oh, I love this claw. This type of claw, like, that's what I loved. Oh, I want to try. This type of thing will be actually pretty easy to make. I have some myself, actually. Obviously, they're more cheap, but the claw can be made if you have two different pieces and you bend it slightly, and you. I know my terms are really in French because I'm French. I don't know them in English, but like you fuse two pieces together to make the claw, the tip, and your finger can go like under it. But it needs to be more long because for your nails and stuff to go under it, you cannot go start like going shrink too early, whereas your finger won't fit. Especially if you have big hands. Gosh dang! For a small hand like my brother has a super small hand. This thing I can make it super small. He will have like freaking cat claw slash. Huh. Obviously, this thing only have 4 fingers. Oh, 5 finger. My bad. Go back. The most hard thing to do, if you want to make like a jelly base of this, will be for the finger itself. Like, what will the thing hold onto? Like, do you want to make rings to go in your fingers, so now you have a little finger claw? Do you want to make a full hand thing, gauntlet? A gauntlet? Is that called? A gauntlet for when you go in winter with the thing you put on your hands, you know? You put like a full thing of that in silver, because there is people that you can find jewelry that they sell like bone stuff for your entire hand. To me, they feel a bit like clumsy. I don't have any, but they look really clumsy to me. I don't know. But you put rings on your finger to like keep them on you, but like it's hard to have rings that fit on every single finger. And what if one of your ring gets stuck in your finger? You need to cut it, and you just almost broke the entire thing. I think it's way too risky. For one finger, it's way better. Also for the how the thing will move up and down, because obviously up and down you have your joint. So I think need to be close to your joint to spin with it. But that's your joint. When you close it, you have a little triangle, little angle, like 90 angle or more, like 185 angle, 95 angle. Sorry. So you need something there to move. So you need to be like on the side. But then on the side, if it's not good enough, it can break, it can undo. If you don't want that on this type of thing. Oh, gee, what the fuck is this? The ragtime? Oh, that's when it opens the time thing. That looks really easy to make. That sounds really bad for me, but not for me. There's like jewelry. Again, welcome to the world of jewelry. There's a gigantic amount of specialization. One of them being clockworks, being all that stuff. I'm sure if like the highest top tier of people that does this, I feel like they could not the arm, just like the circle, the stuff holding together and still turn and spin. I'm sure that's doable, but like that it close. I don't think that's really. Actually, if it like close like a folder, like bleak, like a paper you fold for a paper plane, maybe that. Yeah, actually, maybe, but it will be insanely fragile, disgustingly fragile. Like, oh boy. Yeah. There you go. That's a better example for the hand stuff. Overture. Oh, that's the basic arm. I see, like, finger more pointy like that. That's what I'm talking. That's what I have. But obviously, the finger can go inside, so it's instead of wires, it's your finger. And this one is longer. It wouldn't work actually. You can be expired by it. And alright. Concept art. Oh, there we go. Others. Ah, we got these things. these disgusting things. These orbs could easily. I feel like you couldn't make them as a challenge, like as practice. We could make them. I could make them in out of wax. Then you'll say, why the fuck would you make these things out of wax if you're making jewelry? And it'll be, you're right. For those who doesn't know, again, welcome to the world of jewelry. And I know I should be ending the stream, but I'm having so much fun talking about jewelry. Even though no one's responding to chat, you're all lurking. That's fine. You're listening. Thank you. Thank y'all. Make me feel important. You can use wax in jewelry, which is used for 3D printing, by the way. 3D printing print into wax, and the wax is sent to somewhere or by yourself. You have the equipment for it, and which you put in the cylinder. The cylinder is filled up with something, concrete or something like that, that can generate a lot of heat, and then the wax just drain from it because the cylinder became solid and it's heat. Then while it's all heat, you just you put that silver in or gold, and boom, there you go. You got the shape of the wax. Here we go. Then when you break the cylinder, you got your gold figure. So you could make this out of wax, put a little ring on it, or like on the head, or like if you want it upside down, that's fine. And then you put it into the thing. You do the thing that I just explained earlier. You do beep beep yeah, there you go. Put it out, polish it well nicely. There you go. You got your figure. The red one looks way too complex to do if you have like the detail and stuff. But if you just want like the head, but the wait, can I zoom again for the back? Not that much. But like for the back of the head, that would be like way too complex. But you could have like basic design, like if you take something hot on the wax, just put it and just start spinning a bit, like really slowly. You could have that circle motion, and you can have the spiky hair a bit in the back if you do it thick enough. But those would be like insanely expensive jewelry. Even though you say the concept is simple, you're just copying stuff. Why would it be expensive? Then I'll answer you, because the weight. Because these things will be made out of wax, and they'll be like a block, and they won't be empty because the entire thing is textured and model. We cannot empty the inside of the wax or the jewelry of the silver, so it'll make so that the volume and the weight of silver that you're using, it's more than, let's say, like the claw thing, because the claw is it goes over your finger. It will be by default less silver used because there's no metal. It's not weight, it's not fat, it's not big. A bigger jewel asks for more money because you use more gram of silver to do it. It makes sense, but if you don't know, you don't know. It's like you need to be. I had to be explained that. This one would be that would be really fun to do actually. Maybe I'll try to make it. Oh, it's like that's the eyes. So the mouth is the bottom. What the fuck is that side then? What the fuck is the top left right side? Or is that just another version of it? Maybe. It's concept art after all, you know? Little hair. The green one seems could be pretty fun to do. And it will fit pretty well, so the little like, you know, a little brelock, a little pendant bringing on your bracelet or your necklace if you wish, or a earring. An earring like this will be beautiful. Like the blue earrings like this, they'll fit perfectly. Put a small ring, put a small ring, a string inside, put on your ears, bam! Blue orb earrings. I'm sure someone has done it. Wait, you know what? I don't do this often, but let me Google it, you know? Google, where you at? Let's see. Blue orb earrings. Because if I want to make Devil May Cry merch, I'm not the owner of Devil May Cry, nor am I the... maybe I'm copying someone has already done it. But maybe my price will be better, you know? I don't know. Wait. DMC 5 Blue Orb earrings. Silver. Image. I'm looking quick. I'm not seeing anything. Like nothing. Yeah, I'm seeing charm for Devil May Cry. But wait, just blue orb having silver. Nah, it's all gems. It's all like a circle gem, and ooh, this one is nice. It's a claw. All right. Well, of course, if you want like the highest top tier quality, like the utmost top tier, you will go to someone that specializes in gem carving, which this guy carve into the gem itself to make form. You possible because it's a round face. It's coming out with the blue, by the way. You take the blue orb. You ask someone which is specialized into crafting gems. You make ask him to craft a sapphire, which is a blue gem, into this shape, and then I say I because I'm the one talking about jewelry. I make like a claw thing or a hand of Dante or something, to grab on the head itself, and the finger will hold on to like the little deep inside of the eyes for itself to keep the jewel, the gem, onto the silver. Like it works perfectly well. It will work. It will be amazingly pretty, in my opinion, right? But asking someone specialized to craft a gem itself into this shape, which is like still somewhat complex for a gem, it will be disgustingly expensive, but it will be disgustingly pretty. And if you have it, you can brag to anyone you have this thing on your ears. Oh, that'll be beautiful. Oh, that would be like a dream to do. Oh wow, I'm making a deal out of my butt. I'm just saying all this concept art. I'm like, let's make it. The gold orb, actually, I want to talk about that. The gold orb right here. Easiest grab is the easiest thing to do to be able to enjoy. This thing will be like it's disgustingly easy to do, especially out of the wax. Like you may well make it out of wax. No wait, if I do it out of silver. If you make it out of silver, it will be actually doable. Wait, we'll have like eight plate. 4 of them will have a little like circle opening. You just fuse them all together, so it'll be empty, so it'll be light. It'll be like expensive. Think about yellow. When a jeweler crafts something or think about something, he needs to think, aka me, how to make it the most light possible for y'all guys and girls and lad. For you to pay less, just makes sense. Why would you? I want you to make you pay more. If you pay more, you won't be happy with me. I need to make the price fair. And then for the middle, that's the one issue. For the middle, for like the eyes, the goalie. First off, there's like holes between, so that'll be hard to fix. But if I just fill it all up for my own purpose in case. Actually, the most difficult for me right now will be make the eyes to make it stuck into the middle, because something needs to hold it, but it's so like thick up inside, like from the right side from the view. That'll be hard to put in together. But it might not be at the same time, Yeah, see, that's when I need to think of like a caption or some way for it to work. That's why I love embroidery. It's like a full-on puzzle. You want to craft this huge thing, well, huge, 20 by 20 millimeter. When we say huge, like 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters is pretty big. Oh, the weight, how deep, not deep. The size of my plate. My plate, I do 0.5 or 1 millimeters. That's my max. Otherwise, I think it's too thick. My plate, if they're like 2 millimeters or 3, that's like, man, that's thick. That's some thick plate, boy. Alright. Ooh! All of the dead bodies of humans. I say that's so nonchalant. I just watched Elfen Light, a anime show from 24. That is nothing to me. I've seen so many. Oh, this thing looks cool. This could, everything could be made in jewelry. Everything. This tree right there, easy, my guy. You could make a string out of it. Like the twisty part will be easy. The hard thing will be to have the circle for the little nest things, and the tip, like the big glowy circle. That one will be also pretty hard. But the base of it, easy. There's already some of them you can find easily online. Ooh, this. Actually, this. Yeah, I want to talk about this. Because we're talking jewelry. Welcome to my jewelry stream. Because of the depth, it will be super hard. And because of the hole, like, I'm not joking. Because of the hole inside that the thing just go into it, you will have to make this out of 3D printing. It is impossible to make this type of shape and texture with humans' hands. You need to make this out of a 3D printer. And I've seen a video, like Artisha was showing once, a texture looking like just like this one to the left one, by the way. That someone made this texture out of gold from a 3D printer. The thing was this super light, and it looked just like this. It was super light, super pretty. The gold was just shining. But at the same time, you need a 3D printer to do it. You need a 3D program to make it. Probably Reno Gold. Reno Gold is known as the gold program. Huh. Wow. But yeah. What is this one? Ooh! The quillot. The top of it? Or is that the fruit? Probably based on the fruit. Yeah. I like thinking about the orbs. Because the orb is something that I could actually do out of wax to practice. Like straight up. Concept art? Oh. Do you guys want to see it? Oh. Obviously those are scenery. I cannot make these out of jewelry. These are straight up just painting art. I cannot remake them. But gosh, are they pretty. Disgusting, like, this is apocalypse, but still gorgeous. I like the minimalist thing, which is like, it's a, you hit the brush, that's it. Your straight color is done. There's no, like, there's darkening the shadow, but simple. This is actually called a way of drawing. Again, welcome to art class and jewelry class at the same time. I'm your host, me. Sorry, Pushit. Hello. In art, there was a fight back in the age where it's history of art, by the way. There's in French again the passionnate. I forgot which one exactly which, but there was two like the world of art got cut in two half with two groups. One which was like the line is the god of all art. If you don't have lines, your art is not. It is not art. And there was the other side, which was like colors is everything in art. If you don't have colors, art is nothing. You don't need any line. And this is just what this is. Okay, it has a few lines, alright? I cannot deny it. There's some lines there, some lines there. It's a mix of the two, but the general part, look at the ground, look at the walls, the shadow, the background. It's all just, it's colors. There's no like line with a pencil. It's all colors. Some lines are made to make like more depth, make sense with the black. You know, like the black assume like depth. Obviously shadow. Not very simple. I love the lights which are green. Looks really good. They're not gray. Because if they look gray, they will look too. They will seem in your brain like they will be farther than what they are. Because they're green, they seem like look like in the full back of the picture. Ah, I'm talking about, you know. Oh, this one's so good. This is the same one as the first one. This one. But now, is that the church from the board game? Wait, this is the same one. Oh, okay, not the same, but close enough, right? That's why you have your first fight. Aww. Oh, sick. Oh, the boss. That's the boss, actually. The boss has more detail. This is a trade in art. Again, welcome to the art class. Like a boundary, back to art. The fall of the art is all very simple. Like you can see the outside here, the side is all simple. There's some, but what is important is the boss. It's the character. The detail on the middle part of the art is big. At least it's not the biggest, but compared to the rest of it, it's beautiful. So you have the outside, and you have the middle. Your eyes just fix the middle because their eyes are already seeing everything to see around. It's just one line, one color. It's simple. Then your eyes go in the middle, and you just fix it. Center of attention, basic principle of art. You want your art to have something to focus on, your eyes to look, or else why would you look at the art? You know. Oh, that's V while Nero's fighting it will enter the gas. Again, there's the back. All right, you saw the shadow. There's some there's not that much. Then you see V. All right, you got some detail. And you can see Nero in the freaking third corner here. Yes, the most detail, even though it's the smallest thing. Metro. Oh, this looks cool with the demons in there. Oh, that's the. No, wait, sorry. That's the humans. Oh, the red. Oh, I love it. Can I remove these texts? It would be like perfect picture, my guy. I want this on my wall, man. This reminds me of the memento picture of Yusuke in Persona 5. Oh, yes. Like, you can see the focus here is not the tree itself, even though it has some good texture, details, but the environment is what you want to focus on. Like, alright, you see the tree, look at the rest, man. Look at these rotting stuff on the wall. Bruh, look at this. Like, don't even look at the tree. The tree is out. Look at this part. Can you not say that this is not beauty? This is beautiful. I love it. I love it. Look at the tree. The tree's not in this picture anymore. The environment is the thing to watch. Envy. Which crow? Griffin. The chicken guy. Ah. And then we get the thing in the middle to have like and the red, a contrast of color. Everything is black. The red, boom, contrast of color. Oh, is that the one cry? Oh, that's when Eva, the mother, just leave. Oh, it's a sad picture. And the implication of it is sad. Oh, and this is with the dad. Oh, cute. When then they fight the knight. You can see if like for the more, I mean, it's concept art, so of course the thing is not like fully detailed. The concept art. I'm talking about my butt here. If you're all believing me, thank you for having your trust into me. But like, there's the lightning. It's a big particle. This concept art. Just do one baby line and blur it out. It's fine. It works. And the big black line behind is like all the wind and stuff. You can see, wow, they had the walls very. The details on the wall are straight up like wow. It's all graffiti already. And there's Dante. Hi Dante. Hi Uncle. The beast. The fudge. This is straight up concept art, so this is not in the game. But it looks pretty cool. I forgot the name of the big boss. Oh yeah, in Devil May Cry 5, I just forgot. We did not have a big boss rush. By the way, I'm saying about that, I love it. Beautiful. My favorite thing in this game. In all Devil May Cry, at the end of the game, it's always like, oh, let's just make him do all the boss in one mission. Ugh! It's so bad! I hate that part! In this game, it's just like, oh, you're gonna have another mission and doing the demon stuff, so you're gonna say the demon. And the only time we've replayed a boss, except mission 19 and 20, because you have different characters for the end, and the mission 20 was just way too epic. By the way, I'm talking fast. I'm sorry. I'll let you slow down. The only time we refought the bosses is with V, which, by the way, again, the boss were not made for V technically, and it was a nice gameplay change because you had to choose which one of your summon you wanted first, which I thought was really cool. It was a nice take on it. This game is really good, by the way. Oh, this looks so cool. Oh, I wish this would have made it into the game. Oh, this looks way too cool. Oh, this looks way too cool. Oh, I wish this was in the real game. Oh, wow. What's this? Oh, there's a chicken. I think that's the actual bus room. It looks pretty cool. Really good. The only repeat I'll say from the boss is that the chicken was teleporting, and so was Virgil. But Virgil is just the god. Oh, he's a king. He's a king of power. It's fine for him. Oh, beautiful shot. Narrow V Dante fighting. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. The colors, the dark, the light, the contrast. In each piece of art, again, we're going to art class. If you want the art to be good and have a point to focus on, you need contrast. Here, the contrast is simple. It's light. There's the dark around, like around V and Nero is all dark, and then you have where Dante and Virgil are because they're smaller. The perception, they're more in the painting. It's just wow. It's just woof. Also, the lines are all like the line for under what Virgil's. There's like a forest into it. You can see the line end up facing that way. Oh, I could have this in my background on my computer and just never complain anymore. Ooh! Oh, that's detailed as heck. This reminds me a lot of Eldritch stuff. All the tentacles. I forgot this skull. Oh, how was the Mega the Bug? Man, all of this art and joy is gonna be a highlight I'm gonna make. It's gonna be this whole video. I've been talking for 30 minutes, man. Wow. I'm so into this. Oh, that's so beauty. I could almost believe that all the black. Oh, it is because the core and all the black is nightmare. Oh, that's so cool. It's beautiful. These concepts are beautiful. Again, look at that. The light, black, contrast. I found one again. Easy. I mean, the light one is the easiest for sure. The color one is the hardest to pull off, I think. But it's one of the best. The color contrast is the best one in my opinion. With heat, Beautiful. And we're back to the first one. Weapons. Well, we'll go back to weapons. Let's see. Back to jewelry talk. Oh yeah, I need to address this. I'm so happy that the spoiler sword inside of it is jewels. They're not like eyes and stuff. Back in like from the 1 to 4, you get to see Trish use this sword, but it's just like a red dot. I always felt just like, oh, it's an eye because of the low resolution. But in here, like, oh, it's a jewel. It looks really cool. Looks super cool. If you ask like, oh, can you make this out of jewelry? I would say yes, with 3D printing. Because the hole in there, if I want it to be like perfect details, you know. But it will take me maybe a month to make this because I'm not the best with 3D modeling. I can do it. I'm able to do it. I'm part of the very few smaller jewelry that will do it. Because if you go in the higher tier of class of jewelry, they make like only 3D printing. Because thanks to the 3D printing, they can make a lot of unique stuff. Other side. Oh, it's like I can see it here. No colors, but still. It's like the thing just detached from it. Oh, it's a blade with a living corpse. I love it. I love it. The spiral sword design I love it. I love it. I wish it was more like sight move other than just like, oh, I'm throwing it. But I think they added one more or two in this game. I just didn't use it much because you get the Dante Devil Sword real quick. So you don't use Sparta. You use Sparta for 1 or 2 missions max. Oh, the hat. Oh, the hat. The hat was my best moment. Dante doing the Michael Jackson. Oh, it was beautiful. Oh, Katlinan. Oh, man. I love this thing, by the way. Oh, wait, the design and thought about the like processes of it. Oh, wow. Good for you, Capcom. See, like the arrow, like the plan for this is actually how you would plan to draft for your jewelry, for contraption. It's actually how you do it. You make 2 plans, you stack together, you show an arrow for the movement needed. It's like a Lego set building. That's how we do our things too. Oh, that's explain. Wait. Take 2. It's like Lego building books. That's how they look in jewelry. That's how you'll find on the internet. There's even forums I found of jewelry where there's people asking each other like, how can we make this? Then they share each other drawings of draft just like this. Like they put 2 things, they put the thing together, they show an arrow for the movement. It's exactly the same. It might look dumb and childish, but how else do you want to make something complex simple? You know? That's how you do it. Oh wow, I'm taking so much out of her jewelry on this. I don't care if no one's listening to me. I'm having fun and a blast. I think about these already. Ooh, the arm thing. You know what? During for my final project for jewelry, fun story, fun fact, I was actually thinking to make something like this. Something that could open, for, not the arm, not the wrist and not the hand. Only I'm talking about like the arm itself. I think it could open and push itself into something from a tube. I was actually thinking to do this in jewelry. Is it engineering? Totally. Can I make it jewelry? Sure, I'll try. But I was thinking something that a ring you have on your finger, and you have a string attached to another ring, and you could move the ring, and depending on how you move it, you could change how the ring will look, or the outside would look on your finger. It sounds really complex. In my head, it's not that complex. But the main problem is that in jewelry, you don't have strings. You have silver strings. You can use strings technically, but if it breaks, it will be really hard to replace because of the friction on silver. You can also damage the silver itself. But if you use, for example, like a gold string on a silver ring, they won't damage each other too much. No, wait, I'm lying. Wait, take 2 on the strings. If you have 2 made of the same thing, no, I'm lying. The first lie wasn't a lie. If you have a gold string on the silver thing, they won't damage each other, or at least maybe the gold will damage just slightly the silver, but the silver cannot damage the gold because the gold is harder. Depending on what gold you have. If it's like gold 10k, the gold 10k is one of the hardest gold you can find. But if you have, for example, like gold 20 or 24 or 18k, you know, like the top class gold, the pretty gold, your gold gonna get scratched from the silver for sure because that gold is it's more soft for sure. But if you use, for example, a silver 800 ring, which 800 freaking suck working with. It's so freaking hard to move and bend. Gosh dang it! But you have a string. Oh, wait. Because there's two types of silver you use. There's silver 800, 925, and 999. 999 being pure silver. 925 being 8% bronze. It's not bronze, but it's like the brown metal. I forgot the name of in English. And in 900, there's like 20%. 20% is enough. Like 80 is 80 silver, and 80 of that brown material. I forgot the name of. But it makes so that to bend it's super hard, and the metal itself is super solid. So if you have like the ring out of it, and have the string out of silver 925, the silver 925 could first off be easily replaced because it's a string, but you know it will be the same, and they won't damage it because they're both silver, and one can damage it's either less or more, or less. You know, like it will work maybe. All right, next. I'll talk about this. Think to make it a bracelet. It's really usable. Ooh! No. Here's a better Tomb Boy. Alright, I think I found most of them. The cane could easily be made of silver. Easy. The down of the cane, perfectly easy. Out of wax. Because this thing here, it will be the details, doable. I've seen rings made out of that. Easily doable. Even to put gem into them, it will be doable. Can I do it? On my level, on my knowledge, no. I still need years to learn how to do this. But if you find someone that is like knowledgeable and that can craft it, then you can find someone that can put gem into it. You can have easily a pimp cane with diamonds on it. No problem. The only problem would be money wise. If you want to make revolutionary stuff in jewelry, you often need really a lot of money if you want to make them to look very pretty, because more money on for you. Like if you want to pay me more, I can do more effort into it, even though I put all my effort for everything. But for someone that has like years and years of experience, his work will cost more only because, well, you know, he has years of experience. His experience costs more than brilliant me because I'm just starting. So by default, I cost less because I have less experience. My final product can look as good as it is, but I didn't have the experience. That was like my first try, and I was like a lucky shot. Let's say, you know. Oh, the Yamato! It looks really small. This one. The Yamato is supposed to be bigger, you know. But it looks good. It looks good. Oh, I'm sure one guy somewhere did the Yamato in a iron spinning or something. Spinning is almost like jewelry, just that smithing is made for one weapon, and second is made for bigger. Jewelry is just smaller, and it's not meant for killing or hurting anyone. So, but it's almost like we do use hammer. There is way of jewelry used. The only thing out of this that could be made out of jewelry, not the blade. For sure, the blade's a big no because we don't make weapon. Again, no weapons. No weapons jewelry is made. Something can cut slightly, they can pierce, makes sense, happens, but no weapons, not intentional. The gold thing though, the technique could easily be made. Easy. For a pro engrave, which I don't have no ability in engraving. I love engraving. I think engraving can make some amazing things. It's beautiful, but it's really hard. Oh, the guns! Oh, you put it in Ivory. I have the picture in them. Like pre-made picture. Those pictures are from the first game too. Like wow. Also, you see this plan? This is the type of plan that I will have for my jewelry. Just all the sides. I want to see every single side. I want to see all the lines. Perfect. Ah, they technically, like, design-wise, they look similar, perfectly similar, but like lore-wise, they're fully different. Gunsmithing. I have nothing to do. No sword with green. Yes, I love red green. The design of the red queen is amazing. Like it will be doable as like, you know, a little thing for your bracelet or ring. Or again, earrings. Earrings are perfect for small little things. Maybe a small narrow sword for your ears. That'd be cool. Though there's so much detail on it. Gosh dang. I should make Alastor instead. This thing would be almost easier if I want like no good detail on it. You know, if you ask for max details, gosh dang man, it's gonna be expensive for you. I'm sorry, but if you ask for like the basic form, easy, simple to do. If you just want a sword, pretty much what you end up. We made the most of it. I think I've talked enough about all my stuff. I've been talking for 45 minutes pretty much about jewelry, art, okay, like what I'm studying, what I've done, what I'm doing in my life. And yeah, I might try to do Devil May Cry 5 or Devil May Cry in general jewelry because I just finished the franchise. I played the first game, second, third, fourth, the fifth. You bet I'm gonna play this game again in a sort of sport difficulty. But wow, if you want to see my jewelry, you can find me on Twitter, Pushing Sir, and on Instagram, Sir Pushing. On Instagram, I post all of my jewelry from the beginning. On Twitter, there's less jewelry, but I'm starting to post when I'm making some new. Because I have my own workplace now for jewelry. It's not complete. Here's what I'm streaming right now. If I have all of my stuff in my workshop for jewelry, I wouldn't be streaming Devil May Cry right now. But now my brain's like, boom, let's make stuff, boy. But thanks all for watching. I hope you enjoy my pet talk of jewelry and art. I blast talking about it because this is what interests me in life, you know? Streaming is a 100% side thing. I don't even know how my computer works, you know? Like, I don't care if I only keep getting, like... Right now, there's 5 of y'all, I think. And thanks a lot for being here. It means a lot for me. But like, I don't want to be popular in terms of streaming. I just want like business of jewelry to work out. And I'm a video game nerd, you know? So you bet your butt I'm gonna make video game based jewelry for y'all to enjoy. I want to make Siege. My dream is to be sponsored by Ubisoft to make Siege stuff. I want to make Devil May Cry stuff. I want to make Mario stuff. The Zelda jewelry. Even though there's a lot of that already, I might not make too much. Make my own unique collections. That'll be amazing. I was talking about the jewelry. I'm sorry. Again, but I had fun. I had fun. Oh, we again had fun. The end of this game was amazing. This is my favorite save of all. I loved it. I had my blast again. But yeah, tomorrow, Saturday, yeah, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Eastern time. As always, I stream. You can find me here. I'll start playing the game on some of the sport difficulty, which I have. Yeah, and yeah, I'll play this game again because I love it. And my workshop, I'm waiting for something to come in, you know. So I cannot do jewelry. I mean, I can do jewelry, but I cannot like finish it of my liking. So I need them to finish the polishing of something real nice. Plus, there's also the carbon dioxide explosive thing I need to put. And for security's sake, I want people to be there, so we can parent it there. The guy of the house is there. It's more simple. Rules are being stuck, being safe. Everyone has to be saving life. Stay safe, y'all there. Stay hydrated. See y'all maybe next time. Again, thanks again for being here. I love the stream. Alright, goodbye. Bye bye.